What is going on, everybody? DM Projector here for Two Bored Nerds. I know it's been for fucking ever since... Wow, you gotta focus? There you go. I know it's been for fucking ever since you've heard me say that, but there'll be a video explaining all that later. Until then, today we're going to, as you could probably guess from the picture, I'm going to use this and read your comments on our video discussing Final Fantasy VI being better than Final Fantasy VII. Because you guys had a lot to say. So, let's fucking do this, shall we? Let's see. Where was the one I wanted to start with? Because it's fucking hilarious. Hold on. I have to go find the comment I want to read now. I have to go reopen my app. Fuck me. This is a great start to coming back, isn't it? Here you go. First comment. Final Fantasy VII is better than Final Fantasy VI, you moron. I mean, I guess you were straight to the point, right? If that's how you feel, that's how you feel. You know, I'm not going to judge you for your opinions. I'm not going to talk shit on you. If you want to call me a moron for my opinion, then I guess you can call me a moron for my opinion. Alrighty. So here's a little long one. I'm gonna put them up here, over here. They're gonna be on the screen so you can read them too. Whoa! I can't believe most Final Fantasy fans are arguing with each other like Western RPGs, or just like Western RPGs. My bad. And what I can say about the Final Fantasy game when I already muted by the fan base. Wow, your grammar's terrible. Before telling a single word, as I ironically only played and finished Final Fantasy II. As most people said, the worst Final Fantasy ever on all levels. An NES version of Final Fantasy I, which is a raw Final Fantasy game. And that's a question. I don't get what you're stating. Final Fantasy fans have been arguing over which one's the best one probably since 7 came out. And I mean, it's not like it gets any better when new ones come out. We just argue more. It's what we do as a fan base. And I mean, I don't know what to say. Like every game franchise has their fan base. There's a light on behind me. I didn't notice that. I'll try to stay blocking it. But almost every game with a franchise, their fan base argues over it. It's what we do as video game fans. So I mean, you know, you mentioned the Elder Scrolls series. If I could speak, that would be fantastic. And I've heard countless people argue over those too. So I don't get what your statement is. All right, here's another one. We'll move on. We'll move on to the next comment. How's that sound? Final Fantasy IX was second best behind 6, then 4, then 10, then 8, then 7. I like your list. I'm cool with your list. I cannot relate because I still have not played and finished Final Fantasy IX. I hated 10. I think I said that more than once in the video, but I did. I truly just hated 10. 4 is my second favorite. Final Fantasy 2 is it's not in America. And what I've played of 8, I like. 7, again, I have a Buster Sword on my wrist, so even though, yes, that video was 34 minutes of me talking shit, or however fucking long it was, I think it was 34 minutes. You know, I still appreciate the game, and I don't know what else to say. Oh, man. I got a really long one here. Again, I'll put it on the screen. I don't know why I showed you my phone. The other thing 7 had on 6 was the cutting-edge graphics at the time. That's very true. Most of your 7 backers haven't even played 6. That is also very true. I cannot tell you how many people will sit here and look me dead in my fucking eyes and be like, 7 is the best Final Fantasy ever. Cool. Have you ever played 6 or 8 or 4 or fucking 1? No, 7's the only one I've ever played. It's the best one. No. Shut the fuck up. This is all I have to say to you. You have to play them all before you can make an opinion, and most of the huge 7 fans have never played another Final Fantasy game. Play another one and then come at me, bro. Kefka was the embodiment of evil, and even after his death, he had won. That is very true. This whole comment so far is completely true. Most of the world was left in an apocalyptic state, with most of the population decimated after he was vanquished, and the few survivors were left to pick up the pieces. Remember how I said spoilers in the last video? This comment is spoilers. Not to mention the vast amount of characters and secrets that greatly outnumbered that of 7. That's very true. And I do believe that Final Fantasy VI still holds the record for most playable characters in a Final Fantasy game. Because I think it's 12 or 14. It's one of those two. I don't fully remember. But you don't get that 7. You get what, like 8 people? Oh, where was I in this comment? Massive dive into many characters, a multitude of in-depth levels of mental and emotional development, and much more in-depth development of the storyline, bringing together so many paths to line up for the final battle. I didn't even have to make a fucking video. All I had to do was just read this one comment. Fucking light behind me. Fuck you, light. I mean, these are almost all the points I made. What people don't get about 6 is that there's 14 characters, and you learn each one of their stories. And it's optional. You're not forced into learning these stories. But when you do learn these stories, you dive so fucking deep into them that you know this character on a personal level, and you know what they're fighting for and why they're fighting. Where was I? Let's not forget that after the floating island, the game basically has a halfway restart to gather all the secret characters and espers. I didn't see that in 7. 7 did have Ruby and Emerald, that's true, but such a tiny victory for a lost war. This is very true. Sephiroth is just a scared little boy with mommy issues. This might be the first time I've read these comments, you guys. That's fucking amazing. Square Enix ever released a remake and put effort into remastering 6 into the game it deserves to be today, it would bury 7 with its release. I wholeheartedly agree with that statement. Fortunately, as it may be, though, it may remain an underappreciated relic of time due to the graphic limitations to tell the wonderment that was its story. And it will never be fully appreciated as 7 because it looked better in comparison. That's very true. That is the biggest thing I fucking hear from people. Is, well, 7 was the better looking of the 2. Good for it. It's about all it had for it. It was better looking. It was 1997. It was, fucking 3 years after I think just the U.S. release of 6. I mean, it's gonna look better. It's gonna play better. But in addition to those things, you have to write a better story. I'm not getting back into this argument. Really not. You said CDs hold less than cartridges, did I? If I did, and that's actually a mistake, then oops. I could have swore I said it the other way around. But then again, I literally made that video sitting right here where I'm sitting now. Well, different location. You know what I'm getting at. I sat in front of the webcam and just like spouted it all out because I was in a ranty fucking mood. I didn't give a shit. Good thing Square Enix and the rest of the world doesn't share your opinions. Why is it opinions? That is my opinion. It's not a quotable thing. That's actually how I feel. And I mean, apparently, Adam Steele agrees with me, so there's just two things in this whole video that I have to fucking disagree. Final Fantasy V don't suck. The Final Fantasy eggs are great. So are your grammar. That's all the ones I want to dive into. There's the Nibelheim cutscene. I totally just butchered that pronunciation. Whoops. It's not useless because those memories were real. They just weren't clouds. In fact, some of them were clouds because he was there, just not in the way he thought. I get that. But it's a slap in the fucking face to be like, here's your story. And then later on in the game be like, by the way, we were wrong. This isn't your story. This is somebody else's. But you're living it and you're rebuilding it. That's still a big fuck you from the story writers. Like I said, I'm not gonna dive into this and make this another 30 fucking minute video of me hooting and hollering and screaming and being like, "Oh, 6 is best." I said what I wanted to say. I said how I felt. I wanted to respond to some of you guys, and I thought this was the best way to do it. Plus, it's been a year since I posted that video. So, those are my opinions. Thank you guys for the comments. Thank you guys for making that video bigger than I fucking thought it would be. Like, oh my god, I posted that thing and it was gonna get like 2 or 3 views, and it's the most viewed video on the channel. So thank you guys. As always, I'm David from Two Board Nerds. There will be a video coming up very soon about what happened, where we've been, all that good shit. But I'm saving that for a different video. So thank you guys. If you have any more opinions on this, the video is still posted, obviously. I'm not going to take it down ever. So please feel free to continue to leave comments if you want. It's still there. Like, it's still there. Still there. Go watch it. Go leave a comment. Do whatever. And honestly, I'm pretty fucking stoked for the Final Fantasy VII Remake. And I've been playing 8 Remastered, so you guys are welcome. But until next time, for Two Board Nerds, I'm David. Keep it fresh and stay awesome. I love you guys.